It's Diwali and I want to give you a gift. I'm going to give you those 5 mantras that will actually make you rich. Invest early. Invest in equities. Equities is for the long run. Invest in a piecemeal and in a disciplined manner. And diversify your assets. So if you want to know a little bit more about what I just said, watch this video. It's Diwali, and I'm sure the TV channels are screaming at you and giving you these multi-bagger stock ideas that are going to apparently change your life forever. I've seen this year after year, and I've had this big smile on my face and said, really? That's really not the way to become rich. Even if you picked up these multi-bagger stock ideas, unless you were substantially invested in them and they did play out for you, there's going to be no significant change in your life. The way to become rich is a disciplined approach. Stick to these 5 mantras if you want to become rich. Number 1, start early. And I cannot emphasize this enough. Okay, I'm going to pull out a chart for you here and you'll see what I'm trying to say. Let's say you want to retire at 50 and there are 3 people. One starts saving when she's 20, the other starts saving when he's 30, and the third one starts saving when he's 40, right? They save 10,000 rupees a month. The interest or the return that they get is 10%. So the girl who started saving in her 20s and a really smart girl got a corpus of 2.07 crores when she turned 50. This guy in the middle, 30-year-old, he got 72 lakhs. And the 40-year-old man got just about 20 lakhs. You want to retire early? Start early. So if you're a parent and you want to give a tip to your teenage children, because lesser than that they probably wouldn't get the drift, give them this one life-changing mantra. Second tip or second mantra, invest in equities. This is one asset class that beats inflation. Okay, so what do I mean by what I just said? What it means is, let's take the example of a packet of chips. It costs 10 rupees today. A year down the line, it costs 11 rupees. So there's been a 10% rise in the packet of chips. You did not invest your 10 rupees into any investment avenue that made it 11 rupees. So what have you done? You haven't beaten inflation. You haven't been able to keep up your capacity of buying that chip packet. So you have to invest into asset classes that beat inflation. Okay, this is during the wealth building phase. Number 3. Equities is for the long term, and long term does not mean 3 years. Again, I'm going to pull out a chart for you and I want you to see this carefully. Let's say you invested at the peak of 2008 during the global financial crisis, or just before it got hit, right? You would have briefly flirted coming back to your investment level, and you were invested in the Nifty around 2012. But it's only around, 2010. And it's only around 2014 when you started actually making money. So yeah, equities is not 3 years, it's not 5 years. It's a 7 to 10 year story. The next mantra is invest piecemeal, make it a discipline and continue to invest. Okay. Now look at the chart again. So if you invested whole hog at the peak of the market, it took you a lot of time to get back into a profit-making situation. But let's say you were disciplined and you kept investing through 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Your returns in 2014 would have looked drastically different and much better. And the last mantra is diversify your assets. You do not know what asset class is going to take off when. I know I've been dealing with clients for years now, and a lot of them in the north were very heavily invested into real estate. And now today all of them have learned their lesson, right? So, and I know now a lot of people are now selling off their real estate and getting back into whole hog into financial markets. Not a good idea. Just diversify. You didn't know when gold started picking up. It was only after it had run more than 60% of its rally that you figured, right? So you don't know which asset class takes off when. Diversify. by all means have a little bit of a tactical portfolio which you can put into the asset class which is doing well currently. So let's quickly recap the mantras. Start early. Invest in equities. Equities is for the long term. Invest in a piecemeal manner and in a disciplined manner, and diversify your assets. So if you're going to stick to these 5 mantras, trust me, you're going to become rich. So with that, happy Diwali. I wish you and your family a very safe Diwali, and I also wish the very best for you during these trying times.